We interrupt your broadcast for the special news bulletin. What's going on, Slot.car family? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Scalextric's winter range for 2024. I have them right here on my old iPhone 8. And we're going to go through them and see what we have coming. I gotta tell you, there's some cars I'm very excited for, which should be no surprise. I'm always excited for new releases, as I'm sure most of you are. So let's dive in and see what goodies Scalextric has in store for us. So first up, we have the Ford Escort MK1, which I have to say looks pretty cool in this Golf livery. Anytime there's a Golf livery like this one right here, I get very excited. I like the color combination. I think a lot of people know that Golf livery is a pretty historic livery and nostalgic in many ways, and I think this car looks great. I mean, just look at that. Very cool stuff. Next up, we have these Rover SD1 1983. I mean, it looks pretty cool. I don't know much about these cars, I'm not gonna lie to you, but from these pictures, it looks pretty neat. Is this something I'd pick up? Probably not. It's not one of my preferences, but I mean, from the pictures, it looks pretty cool, but not my cup of tea personally. And that's followed up with another Rover SD1, the 1984 Bathurst 1000. Again, livery is very cool. It's a Mobile 1 livery. I think it looks pretty neat, but again, these cars just don't do anything for me personally. Sorry if I offend anyone out there, that's just my personal preference, but still, very cool looking cars. I probably won't be picking them up though, again, that's just me. Next up, for all you James Bond fans, we have another James Bond and a gold James Bond car coming. It's a James Bond AMC Hornet Gold. Duh, I just said it's gold. And the Hornets I like. I think this is a cool looking car. I mean, I like that Scalextric does these movie cars. I think it's very awesome that they do movie cars, pop culture cars, all that stuff. Like, I like the fact that they do that, and this car looks very, very cool. It's a win for me. Now we have two Subaru Imprezas, Carlos Sainz 1995, so Carlos Sainz Sr. We have a clean version of this car coming, which in itself looks pretty cool, but as I went on the list, I saw there's a dirty version coming. Everyone likes a dirty girl. Pipe down, pipe down. I mean, but it does look pretty cool weathered, right? This is a must for me. One, because it's Carlos Sainz Sr., and two, I think it looks awesome. This is followed up by a Mirage GR8. Again, very cool livery. I don't have any Mirages in my collection. I did have one from a different company at one point, but I ended up selling it. They do look cool. It's a very cool looking car. This one I like especially more because it has the scoop, as you can see in the picture here, like where the Renault is written. I think that looks very neat. This is on my maybe list. I might be picking this one up. I think it looks pretty neat, and it looks like it would run quick. Could be wrong. Can't judge a book by its cover or a slot car by its picture, but it does look like a pretty awesome car, and I think you all can agree on that. Then we have a Ford Sierra RS 500 in this Mobile 1 livery. The second Mobile 1 livery we're seeing in this release, and I don't have a problem with that. I think it looks pretty neat. Again, not one that I'd personally pick up, but still very cool. Let me know what you think below. Now these I'm very excited for. They're the Le Mans cars. I'm happy that Scalextric is making these. They're the Cadillac V-Series R Wallin Racing. I hope I'm saying that right, but regardless, they look awesome with this black and red livery. I think this is a win. This is a must for me. I'm gonna get this from my collection. And it looks like we're gonna get a running mate for that Cadillac because we're getting a second one in a blue and black livery. This is the only picture I have currently, but I mean, I think it looks pretty awesome. Again, very excited for these two cars. We also have a Shelby GT350 in this very nice color scheme. This looks like an electric blue with white pinstriping. I think it looks very, very cool. I'm a Shelby fan, so this is on my list for sure. We have a Plymouth Barracuda Spa Summer Classic 2023, and there's only one picture of this car, and I wish it was more because I think this looks awesome. I mean, look at that. That's cool. I think it looks awesome. Honestly, this is on my list. I want to see it in person, but I do like the Plymouths, and I think this one looks very, very awesome. Now I'm a BMW guy and we have a BMW in this list, so obviously this is on my chase list for sure. It's a BMW 330e Jake Hill, and the livery, I like it. It has a very like shiny blue with white accents on it, and I think it looks very, very cool in my opinion. I like the livery. Next up, we have a Shelby Cobra 289 in red with some white pinstriping. I think it looks excellent. It's not on my personal chase list, but you know, it is a Shelby Cobra. I do like them. We'll see when it comes out what it looks like, but I do like these pictures I'm seeing so far. So for you Cobra fans out there, another option for you. Now this is where things get a little bit exciting for me. F1. We have a Lotus 98T Ayrton Senna. Senna is probably my favorite driver of all times. So this car, for sure, I'm gonna be chasing and I'm gonna wanna get it for my collection. I'm just a massive Senna fan, and this Lotus, Black Lotus livery is just, it's timeless. The John Player Special. It's an awesome livery, and this is an awesome car. Piece of history right here. So this, for sure, will be on my list. Let's take a step back from the F1 cars for a moment, because there are more cars, F1 cars. I don't want to get too excited all at once, so let's take a step back and see what else we have coming. We also have a Holden VL Commodore 2. Again, very cool livery. It's another mobile livery with a little bit different than the other ones we saw. It has the red and the blue kind of striping that goes over the wheel arch there. I think it looks pretty cool. Another Holden for all you Holden fans out there. Going back to the F1 cars, we have a Brabham BT 26 Monaco GP 1969, and wow, I think they hit this out of the park. This car looks great. This Brabham, I'm very excited for this. I mean, from the pictures, it looks very nicely detailed. Very nicely detailed. Well done. I mean, this is only pictures, but it looks very nice in the pictures, and I'm excited to see this in person. You better bet yourself that I will be picking up this car. If that makes any sense. Bet yourself? No, it doesn't make any sense. Whatever. You get what I'm saying. I'm getting too excited here. We have a Lamborghini Revuelto coming. If I said that right, I'm not even sure. I never heard of this one before. But I mean, it does look pretty cool. There's only the one picture. It has this nice orange color. Looks very cool. It's on my maybe list. I don't know. We'll see. I have to see it in person. Maybe. But a Lamborghini for all you Lamborghini fans out there. We have a second Mirage, and this one is the second Le Mans 1976. This one's in a white, orange, and yellow color scheme. And again, I think it looks cool. It's a little bit different from the other one. It doesn't have that big scoop behind the driver's head. A nice variation here. Very cool car for all you Mirage fans. BRM P57. Not much to say about this. I'm getting it 100%. Just look at it. Just look at it. Just look at it. Just look at it. Would you just look at it? I mean, it looks great. Great job, Scalextric. I love that they're doing these historic F1 cars. My poor wallet. We got a Chevy Corvette C8R Le Mans GTE AM winner 2023. Corvettes don't do much for me. I'm not the biggest Corvette fan. I like them, but I don't really go out and buy them or collect them. But it's there if you want it. Another Corvette to add to your collection. It does look cool. It's just not my personal cup of tea. So needless to say, I'm very excited for some of these releases, and I'm still looking at this blank piece of paper for some reason. But yes, the F1 cars, which will come as no surprise to all you, I'm very excited for each and every single one of those. And yeah, it's a pretty good catalog of cars that's coming out this winter. So I'm quite excited for most of them, even just to see them in person, maybe not own them, but yes, it seems like it's a very good release list. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Be sure to check out Scalextric's, and until next time, remember, from all of us here, which is just me at mpslotcar, keep your guide in the slot, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Take care. Ciao.